Welcome back to Beyond the Gate. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily drama. Now let's step back into Fairmont Crest, where warnings are ignored, chaos spreads, and one woman's ovation turns everyone's lives upside down. Fairmont Crest was alive with whispers. Not the soft, harmless kind exchanged over polite smiles and afternoon coffee, but sharp, curious murmurs that traveled quickly from one corner to town to another. Conversations paused when certain names were mentioned. Eyes widened, voices dropped. At the center of it all was one undeniable force: Leslie Thomas. She had always been a strong personality, someone who made her presence known the moment she entered a room. But lately, her behavior had taken a turn that even longtime residents of Fairmont Crest found impossible to ignore. It wasn't just her usual boldness. It was the way she had inserted herself into something deeply personal, a wedding that didn't even exist, and somehow managed to make it the talk of the entire town. And well, some found it amusing. Others saw it for what it really was: a storm waiting to break. Inside Cafe and Fix, the familiar hum of conversation and the comforting scent of fresh coffee filled the air. It was the kind of place where people came to relax, to catch up, to escape, even if just for a moment from the complications of their lives. But for Kat Richardson, there was no escaping what had been bothering her. The moment she spotted Isaiah Hawthorne, she knew she couldn't stay silent any longer. She approached him directly, her posture firm, her expression serious. "Isaiah," she said, her tone leaving no room for small talk. "We need to talk." He looked up at her, calm as ever. "That sounds intense," he replied lightly. Kat didn't smile. "It is." She sat down across from him, leaning forward just enough to make her point clear. "This whole wedding situation with Eva," she said, "it's a terrible idea." Isaiah blinked once, then let out a soft chuckle. "Kat, there is no wedding," he said. "There's just Leslie being Leslie." Kat frowned, clearly frustrated. "You really think that makes it better?" she asked. Isaiah shrugged casually. "It's not real," he repeated. "She is just talking." Kat shook her head slowly. "There's the problem," she said. "She doesn't just talk, she pushes. She interferes, she takes over." Isaiah leaned back in his chair, still unfazed. "You sound like you were worried," he said, a hint of teasing in his voice. "Or maybe just upset I'm off the market." Kat's eyes narrowed slightly. "This isn't a joke," she said firmly. The lightness in Isaiah's expression softened, but this confidence didn't waver. "I know what I am doing," he said, "and Eva is worth it." Kat exhaled, trying to keep her frustration from boiling over. "You are not just choosing Eva," she replied. "You are choosing everything that comes with her." He didn't respond right away, and Kat pressed on. "Look at it," she continued. "You have seen what his history with Leslie has been like. Is that really the kind of future you want to walk into?" For a brief moment, something flickered in Isaiah's expression, a thought, a hesitation. But it passed quickly. "I care about Eva," he said simply. Kat leaned back, realizing she had said everything she could. But deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that he didn't fully understand the storm he was stepping into. Across town, that storm was already building. At Orphegians, what should have been a quiet, pleasant lunch turned into something far more uncomfortable. Derek had barely settled into his seat when Leslie appeared. Her presence was immediate and intense, her energy filling the space before she even spoke. "You are not at the clinic," she said sharply, her eyes fixed on him. Derek sighed under his breath. "Hello to you too," he replied. But Leslie wasn't interested in pleasantries. She launched into a critique of his priorities. questioning why he wasn't where she thought he should be. Derek tried to stay patient, he really did. But Leslie had a way of pushing people to their limits. Finally, he reached for his phone. "I'm calling Eva," he muttered. If anyone could handle Leslie, it was her daughter, or at least that's what he hoped. At that some moment, Eva Thomas was already dealing with her own frustration. At the hospital, Sam stood across from Ted Richardson, her voice tight with emotion. "I can't keep doing this," she said. "She's going to ruin everything." Ted watched her carefully. He knew exactly who she was talking about. Leslie. Eva ran a hand through her hair, clearly overwhelmed. "She is planning a wedding that doesn't even exist," she continued, "and if she keeps pushing like this, she is going to scare Isaiah away." Ted's expression softened slightly. There was now something in Eva's voice that caught his attention. It wasn't just frustration, it was fear. "You really care about him," Ted observed. Eva hesitated, then nodded. "I do." That was all Ted needed to hear. "I will talk to her," he said. Really flickered across Eva's face. But before they could respond, her phone buzzed. She glanced down. A message from Derek. Attached was a photo. Leslie, standing over him, clearly causing a scene. Eva's expression changed instantly. "I have to go," she said, already moving. When Eva arrived at Orphe Jane's, the tension was immediate. Leslie was still there, still talking, still pushing. "Mom," Eva said firmly. Leslie turned, surprised. "Eva?" "No," Eva cut it. "You need to stop." The firmness in her voice caught Leslie off guard. "You can't treat people like this," Eva continued. "Not Derek, not anyone." Leslie crossed her arms, defensive. "I'm trying to make things better," she insisted. "This isn't better," Eva replied. "This is pushing people away." For a moment, the two women stood there facing each other, mother and daughter, both strong, both stubborn, but only one willing to admit something had to change. Later, Leslie did what she always did when challenged. She doubled down. She went straight to Ted's office. "I want you to fire Eva," she said bluntly. Ted stared at her. "That's not happening," he replied calmly. Leslie frowned. "She should be running the clinic full-time," she argued. "She will decide that for herself," Ted said. Then more gently, he tried to reason with her. "You need to stop interfering in her life," he added, but Leslie wasn't listening. Instead, she shifted her approach. She stepped closer, her tone softened. For a moment, she tried to rekindle something from their past, but Ted immediately stepped back. "No," he said firmly. So guys, no more today. What do you think? Is Isaiah making the right choice, or should he listen to Kat's warning? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to Beyond the Gate for more daily drama and updates.